Hmm.
Greetings.
You cleaned my room?
Yes, I did. You were still abed when I arrived. I thought this place deserved a proper makeover if it intends to take on contracts again. Apologies, I did so without your express permission. If it's not appropriate, I shall move them back to the way they were.
Don't bother. Give me 2 days here and things will naturally be back the way they were.
Fine sense of humour, Detective. Now, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashley, and I've read about your need for an assistant. I hope you can give me a chance.
This one doesn't look like a resident of High Piers. Let me find a few more. They'll definitely be better than what we have today.
No rush. Let me finish my questions first. I need an assistant who can read and write. Can you do that?
Rest assured, Detective, I'm lettered. In fact, I've even penned for others as well.
Here's a question. If you receive a case dossier with 100 pages, but we must head out to investigate a scene within the hour. Time is urgent. How would you organize the dossier?
Well, perhaps, my reading speed is about 400 to 500 words per minute. A page has an average of 20 lines, which is about 300 words. An hour is just enough to skim through 100 pages. The usefulness of the evidence remains uncertain until we reveal the truth. We cannot afford to miss anything. Perhaps this is the goal of your question.
A very detailed answer. Did you specifically prepare for this interview of assistantship?
I guessed that this role would involve conducting pre-investigations, recording during investigations, and organising data after investigations. All these tasks require an assistant with data-gathering abilities. This is why I believed you were most likely to ask such a question.
Wow, impressive. This young lady is definitely more than meets the eye.
You flatter me. Need I demonstrate the speed of my reading and note-taking skills? Apologies. Is it that time already? I should have noticed. You must be exhausted from all these interviews. There's a decent cafe in the next street. Perhaps we can continue our conversation over a simple meal. Then I shall wait for you there.
Not just a poor girl from the Gravelkin. This one turned out to be pretty reliable. I can finally set my mind at ease. Enjoy your talk. I'll head back to the constabulary.
Voice Pipe Cafe just started its business recently. It's becoming quite popular in High Piers. They say Voice Pipe is the place where you can catch a few bigwigs talking politics or gossiping about the aristocrats. Go ahead and place your order. I won't need anything, though. I already had a meal beforehand.
A nice place.
I'm glad you like it. I don't come here often, but the atmosphere is quite positive. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
There was a street parade yesterday. Were you aware of the event?
Yes, a parade celebrating the formal reign of Queen Feliana. After the late Queen Auguria passed away, the Prime Minister ruled as a regent, given the young age of Queen Feliana. Now he has resigned and restored power to our young queen. Apologies. This is all I know from reading the papers.
I just returned and know little about the city's economic situation. Care to give me a summary?
Generally, minting and founts of silverium are still in the hands of the royal families and the aristocracy. But ever since United Mining Industry began mass-producing reactors, they started getting an increasing share of the market and became a major contender with the old nobility. Some say it's a journey towards a new age. Others... I must sound like a fool. Everything I told you is just one-sided hearsay.
You seem quite young. Nevertheless, do you have any other work experience?
I'm afraid not. I just recently graduated. I know I probably lack the technical expertise of your previous assistant, but I went over many of your famous cases. I hope this can make up for my shortcomings.
You're offering to work pro bono in exchange for me solving your mystery. What exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, I came here hoping that you would investigate a case for me. But I don't have the money. I'm afraid I can't afford the commission. However, if I were to become your assistant, things would be different. I would just use my wages to pay for the commission. I've chosen to call this case The Mystery of the Stolen Silver. There was a rich man with a hoard of silver coins in his home. He was afraid of covetous neighbours, so he locked his wealth away in a strong safe, and only one key could open it. One day, the rich man's business went south. He decided to open the safe and auction off his silver hoard. But when he opened the safe, only shavings remained. He questioned his servants, suspecting that someone had taken his key, but they claimed that as he always kept the key by his pillow, no one dared to touch it. The man reported the crime, and the police questioned all his neighbours. No one took his key, and no one sold any silver. It seemed there was no other way to open the sturdy safe. The police found no lead. So who stole the silver? And how did they remove the hoard from the locked and sturdy safe? This is the entirety of my mystery. I have bothered you long enough. Perhaps we should call this a day so that you have enough time to think this through. I shall visit you again at the detective's office tomorrow afternoon. You can share your thoughts with me then.
Is there a proper and correct answer to this riddle?
Of course there is, but I hope to listen to yours.
Sure. I'll think about this mystery of yours.
Wonderful. Despite the unexpected encounter, chatting with you turned out to be rather delightful. See you tomorrow. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, Master Detective.